So today we're taking a look at The Walking Dead Merle Dixon. So let's check him out. Okay, so I meant to actually do this video earlier this morning, but unfortunately we had some severe weather pop up and stuff, so I had to delay this a little bit. But now I'm getting to it, and this is my first Walking Dead figure. I actually have a lot of Walking Dead figures, but I haven't reviewed them yet. So I got to thinking, last night, like, because I got my Walking Dead stuff out, because I was thinking about displaying and stuff, and I was like, that makes some good video. So there, I figured I start with Merle, because Merle's I actually have all his accessories, and some I gotta get all the accessories back out, because some of them I have stored up, because I have a big thing full of accessories right here that has some that I don't have like on the figures and stuff, so I won't lose them. So there, so I have to get them all out and figure out which one goes with which. But since I have all Merle's accessories here, so let's get started. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the packaging for this figure, because I got this figure used, off of eBay or something one time. But it may be one I got for Christmas. I can't remember, but it was the packaging went with it when I got it, so I don't have that. But without further ado, let's get into his accessories. Okay, so first accessory is this knife. Now, when I first got this figure, this knife was actually missing. I didn't actually know it for a long time, but then I found out he was missing a knife, and actually this knife came with the 2-pack version, which I'll show you later. But so I have this one to show you that in place of the one I actually came with. But and you see, I think it's the same exact knife. It's mostly silver, but it's got some brown details like paint around the handle there, which is pretty cool. It's got a little bit of kind of a wash on it too, which makes it look kind of dirty, which is pretty cool. Now he does have like a sheath on his waist right there, but the knife can't actually go in there. It's not a functioning sheath, so it's kind of just there for looks. I wish they would have made it a functioning sheath, so you could put the knife in here without worrying about you're gonna drop it or lose it, or misplace it somewhere. That'd been nice. The second accessory is this handgun right here, which this is obviously an M1911 handgun, and as you can see, it's mostly silver with some brown grips and stuff on it. But the 1911 was Merle's kind of iconic handgun. His what he used in season 1, and then in season 3, when he returned, he still was using a 1911. So that's kind of like his, I like his signature handgun. Which I like 1911s. 1911s are cool. But like as you can see, he can't hold on to it like so. If I can get into his hand there, so he can hold on to it and get him into a good shooting pose there, as you can see, which is pretty cool. Kind of you gotta readjust it so you can get him in a shooting pose like he's fixing to take out a walker or something, which is pretty cool. And he also has a holster on the front of his belt there, which is nice because you can store the gun in right when he's not using it. So I'm glad they, unlike the knife, you have a place to store his pistol, which really helps a lot. And his last accessory is his M4 assault rifle. AR-15, which is the civilian version. I think this is a M4 because in the show that they had full auto version, so the full auto version is the M4. Just dropped it, but as you can see, it's got it's a pretty nice looking machine gun. As you can see, it's got a like a gunmetal wash over, which makes it look really cool. It's got that Vietnam era style sight on it that doubles as a carry handle. As you can see, it has a strap on it, which it's kind of on it. It still sticks up when you got him in the shooting pose, so it's a little bit on the annoying side, but so it's pretty cool. And he can hold on to this in his left hand, just like the pistol, as you can see, which looks pretty cool. The strap, as you can see, is the annoying part of this, but you can kind of get him in shooting pose. He can't shoot two-handed, obviously, because of his other arm. I'll explain here in just a minute. But the strap, the good thing about the strap is you can use it to store his assault rifle around his body there, so when he's not using it, he can strap it around him, so you don't have to hold on to it at all times. So that looks pretty cool, actually. That's the good thing about the strap. But the problem with the strap is it defies gravity. So let's go over Merle's articulation real quick. He's got a ball joint at the head there, which is pretty good. He's got a hinge and a swivel there at his shoulder. He's got a ratchet hinge there at his elbow, which is a swivel. He's got a hinge and a little bit of swivel there at his wrist. Now the other arm is a little bit different. It's got a cut there at the shoulder and a hinge there. It's not a ratchet hinge, so that's kind of strange there. But yeah, he does have a little bit of articulation there at his waist. He's got the older style leg articulation that these figures had. They they've changed it now with where the newer figures have different leg articulation. But this is the older style. They still use this style for the walkers in this line. Well, they did because they started making these sort of again. But I'll explain that here in a little bit. But you see he's got a ratchet joint there at the knee, which can swivel, and he's got a little bit of ankle articulation there, which is pretty good. So let's go with the sculpt, design, and color of Merle Dixon, starting with his head. So as you can see, he has a pretty good likeness to Michael Rooker, which is pretty cool. I actually live in the same state that he was born in, so that's one thing I always liked about Merle. That's pretty cool. But as you can see, has a pretty good likeness. Now now this outfit, this whole figure is based off the way he appeared in season 3, when he returned, as you can see. Now season 1, he had a very different look. He had a vest similar to his brother Daryl, although his didn't have the wings on the back. But now this version, as you can see, he's got a tan shirt on over a wife beater shirt, which is pretty dirty right there, as you can see. And now I wish they would have made a season 1 version of Merle, because I like the way he appeared in season 1. He had a cool outfit, But as you can see, like I said, they chose the season 3 look, which is not bad. This is kind of an iconic look for Merle. But now I've seen some customs out there of season 1 Merle, but I wish they made an official version. But anyway, going to the back, you see it's got same kind of some wrinkles in the back of the shirt there. It's pretty cool. Now later on, he did wear like a black color shirt, which they did make that version too. I'll show you here in just a minute. And in season 3, because in season 1, Rick had handcuffed Merle to the rooftop in Atlanta, and then when they went back for him, he had cut his hand off because the hacksaw was too dull for the handcuffs, so he had to cut off his hand, and then he was missing for season 2, rest of season 1 and season 2. And then season 3, he returned with this really nifty bayonet hand thing that he had made, which is actually pretty cool. Unfortunately, the blade broke off on mine, but now I do have the blade on the black shirt Merle, as you can see what that would look like. That's a little bit of problem with these. The blade kind of snaps off really easily. But you see, it's got like a yellow thing around his arm there on the inside, like a yellow padding, and then he got the articulation thing on it, so he can move his arm. And this is a pretty cool device. I actually made like a replica of this thing too, I think. But so that's pretty neat. Now he's got green cargo pants on with a lot of zippers and things on it. As you can see, there's zippers on the front of his pockets. There's a black thing around his legs. Got some pouches, something sticking out right there. I'm not sure what that is. He's also got the sheath for the bayonet on the back of his belt there, which is actually pretty cool. Which I think this bayonet, I believe, is supposed to be. See, looking at this other one here, I think this is maybe for like a M4 or maybe a Mauser rifle. I'm not 100% for sure. I don't think it's an AK-47 bayonet. I think it's either like a German Mauser bayonet or a M4 bayonet or something like that. But you can see going down, like I say, he's got a lot of zippers and pockets on his cargo pants there. Kind of like a military olive green color, as you can see. And he's also got some military like lace-up boots, pretty good boots. So for comparison time, here is the tan shirt Merle compared to the other 2 Merle figures from this line that I do have here. The black shirt Merle, which they've actually re-released in a new line with some other re-release figures they did. But that's why, I didn't buy that one because actually I have this original version, and so I didn't really feel a need to buy any of those because the only one of those I don't have is the Michonne, but I don't have that version. I got 2 other versions of Michonne, but I don't have the original version. But all the other ones I already have, so I didn't feel the need to buy those. And also got the zombie Merle on the end there, and this is a case of reusing a figure mold a little too much. As you can see, it's the same exact mold, 3 times, which I mean, it kind of works because in season 3 he wore kind of a similar outfit all the way through, just a different colored shirt. But and then zombie Merle, that was a good way to end kind of end this character in this line. I'll get into all that when I review the other 2. Okay, so here is Merle compared to his brother Daryl, one of my favorite characters from the series. And that older season 1 Daryl, that's the one that came with the 2-pack, the body shirt Merle. And as you can see, that's a really weird figure. It's got really weird articulation in the legs. And but like I said, I like that look in that figure. I just the articulation, it just really knocks it off for me. It's weird. But this new Daryl, as you can see, it's got the update articulation in the legs I was talking about when I was going to Merle's articulation. And it's hard to believe, Merle has been, dead for a very long time now. So here's Merle compared to, two figures of Rick that I have. Now I have a few other Ricks. I got the Woodbury Assault Rick. I got the Constable Rick from season 5, and these are two of my favorites I have. I got the Police uniform Rick, and I got that season 5 Rick, the series 8 figure line Rick. One of my favorite Ricks. You got the iconic murder jacket on. Pretty good figure. And as you can see, the police uniform one right there, that's the flashback one they did with it. It's got the head from series 2 Rick with the body of series 1. Unfortunately, I don't have either of those, but as you can see, more weird articulation. I wish they would do a new police uniform Rick in the newer style body. That would be really cool. What do I think of this figure overall? I really like this figure. And now, a few nitpicks I have. The bayonet blade is a little fragile, like it's broke off on mine. But other than that, it's a pretty good figure. I do like this figure and this character. Merle's character is one of those characters you either like him or you don't. Merle, sometimes could get on your nerves, but I still like Merle alright though. I mean, I didn't have a hate for Merle, but I like Daryl better myself. But so if you want to see more Walking Dead reviews, give me a thumbs up. That helped me a lot, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Till next time.